Hi students, this is my second video and also continuation part of some basic concepts of chemistry. It plays a very important role in the field of agriculture also. So it provides some fertilizers like DAP. The expansion of DAP is a diammonium phosphate, urea, NPK. The expansion of NPK is a nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, ammonium sulfate, calcium, ammonium nitrate, and also it provides some insecticides and pesticides also. Some of the examples for insecticides are DDT, dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane, BHC, benzene hexachloride, etc. In case of domestic, chemistry also a very important role. So chemistry provides the materials such as paints, varnishes, flavoring agents, perfumes, cosmetics, air conditioners, refrigerators, etc. It means so chemistry plays a very important role in all the field of science. So today in our day-to-day life without chemistry it is imagine our life also. Next, coming to nature of matter. So anything that occupies a space and has some mass is called matter. I hope you are all studied in the previous classes about matter. It can be classified into two different types: physical classification and chemical classification. So physical classification means, so based on the physical states of matter, matter can be classified into three different states. The first one is called solid state, second one is called liquid state, and the third one is called gaseous state. In solids, the solids possess definite shape and size. Generally, all the solids are hard and very rigid. In solids, the constituent particles are tightly or closely packed together. Due to this, there is a strong intermolecular force of attraction. For example, wood, glass, metals, etc. Next, coming to second one, that is liquid state. Liquids possess a definite volume but not a definite shape of the container. In liquids, the particles are less packed together when compared to solid state. For example, water, mercury, alcohols, benzene, etc. Third one is called gaseous state. Gases does not have neither definite volume nor definite shape. It occupies the whole of the volume of container. In gases, the particles are loosely packed and hence they move in all possible directions. For example, air and oxygen. So when compared to solids and liquids, in gaseous state, the particles are very less closely packed. Next, coming to second one, that is chemical classification. So matter can be classified into two different types, that is called pure substance and mixtures. Pure substance is again classified into two types, that is elements and compounds. Elements is again classified into three different types: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Compounds is classified into two different types: inorganic compounds and organic compounds. Next, mixtures are classified into two different types, that is homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. So this is the flow chart of classification of matter based on chemical classification. Let us see one by one. What is pure substance? A substance which cannot be separated into two or more fractions by physical process. That is, just by heating or by adding some acids or just by adding some base or just by adding some any chemical compound, we cannot separate into two or more fractions. Then it is said to be pure substance. For example, pure water, glucose, etc. Pure substance is classified into elements and compounds. The substance which cannot be decomposed by any physical or chemical method, then it is said to be element. For example, magnesium, sodium, calcium, aluminium, etc. So these are all the elements present in the modern periodic table, and these are the symbols which are used to represent different elements. So based on conducting properties, elements are classified into three different types. First one is metals. The elements which forms a positive ions by losing the electrons during chemical reactions. Metals are electropositive elements. For example, group 1 and group 2 elements. Second one is non-metals. The elements which forms anions by gaining the electrons during chemical reactions. These are electronegative in nature, for example fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. And the third one is metalloids. Elements which behaves like both metals and non-metals are called metalloids. For example, germanium, silicon, bismuth, etc. Thank you.